So I'm watching all these people come out with like the new party slogan is socialism. Carl Higbie, former Navy SEAL, evening host, Newsmax. Democrat, socialism. It's the new spin on the same stuff that doesn't work. I just like, where are we going with this?
Brother, it's not our parents' Democrat Party. It's not our grandparents' Democrat Party.
Teddy Daniels, former U.S. Army infantry security consultant.
And these people, like, I'm glad that they're finally coming out and just saying it. Because now it's like, this is who we are. This is what we stand for. And we're not hiding from it anymore. It's like the curtain's been pulled back.
Yeah. Part of the problem, though, is through that, though, is they're lying to the American people about what socialism is really about. Like, we're all former military, so we understand. One of the things that we do is we study military history, right? So we learn from the positive things of the past, but more importantly, we learn from the mistakes that we made as an organization.
Mark Morgan, veteran, United States Marine Corps, acting commissioner of CBP, special agent, FBI.
Well, look, from a late perspective, look at the history. Look at all the countries that fully embraced socialism. And what happened? Failed. Colossal failure. You know, so part of the thing, I hope that Republicans do a better job of stepping in and educating the American people about the truth behind socialism and not the lies that the Democratic Party are trying to push out.
Socialism is built on a principle, on this idealistic principle that we can create this utopia that everybody's equal, we all have equal work, we all have equal output.
Jason Redman, retired Navy SEAL, author, speaker, entrepreneur.
And unfortunately, humans don't work that way.
No.
And if we try and distribute this across society, and now we have a group that's trying to manage that, every single time throughout history, it has led to a corruption at the top, that these individuals hold the majority of the power, and these just get watered down to, I mean, it's a race to the bottom in socialism.
Venezuela.
New York City, perfect example. This got that Mamdani guy. He is like, we're going to take everything, we're going to make it public housing, all this stuff. Well, you go to the public housing they have, which is collectively owned, which is what they ultimately want. You can't get residents to change their own light bulb because they don't own it. They don't have an ownership stake. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, it's like, you want that everywhere?
Well, and the same thing, too, with the healthcare for all, the government healthcare.
Yeah, that worked out real well.
We've all been involved in the VA system. That's an example of government healthcare.
Yeah.
And if they were actually involved in the VA system, now don't get me wrong, these folks do the best they can with what they got. And
Some of them.
I'm grateful to have it.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, there are good eggs in that batch.
But I've had serious things that I've had to go outside of the VA network for because they are just not qualified to handle it.
Right.
And to force that on the American people is wrong.
Well, Teddy, to your point, I mean, we talked about this earlier about community, about, you know, the really beginning of our country, it was all about that government should not be there to solve all your problems. It's the community, your churches and et cetera, as we talked about. And I mean, socialism, again, what is it based on? Government.
That's right.
I mean, now we're going to rely more and more on government. And every red-blooded American, I truly believe, they know that the government is broke.
It's disincentivizing people to be successful. And this country was built on sacrifice and a hard work ethic. There's been no country in history that has become more successful over 250 years than the United States of America. And that was born out of a free market economy and capitalism. Individuals with the premise that, hey, if I'm willing to work hard and I'm willing to sacrifice, I can find a way. And it doesn't, here's the thing that we have to understand, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. It's a pursuit, not a guarantee.
Right.
And there's this idea, socialism is basically, we're going to guarantee you happiness. If we make everything equal across the board, it'll be this utopia. And it's not the case. We should be, what's dumbfounding and amazing to me, although individuals on the left aren't interviewing these people, our most die-hard citizens are naturalized citizens, many of them who came from communist and socialist countries.
Yep.
Why are they not supporting it? Why are they not like, we need socialism? Because they saw it firsthand and they lived it.
Ronald Reagan said it. What was it? The 10 most dangerous words uttered. I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Amen.
He nailed it.
Right. But the other thing too is, I look at this and you have the socialism is being sold to a bunch of people who not can't, just won't achieve. And the person working as a barista with $200,000 in debt for a lesbian dance theory degree from an Ivy League school, like they
Is
work
that a
at
real theory?
I think so. I mean, who knows with colleges now? It could be. But that person, sometimes people aren't worth minimum wage, which definitely means they're not worth equity in the same thing that I work 18 hours a day for.
That's right. That's right. I mean, along this, it's going to stifle innovation. It's going to stifle entrepreneurship. All those things that we know. And you're right. So somebody that, I remember I went to college because I enlisted in the Marine Corps before I went to college, and I went to college. I was different. Right? Because I already spent 4 years in the Marine Corps, so I had a different work ethic. Meanwhile, all the college students.
Not different. You had a work ethic.
Well, yeah, I had a work ethic, right?
Exactly.
So you had a bunch of college students. I'm not. This isn't bad, but they're out partying. They're not going to class, and I was there and working hard, and that makes a difference. And so now socialism is saying none of that matters.
That's right.
How hard you work, your accountability, none of that matters.
No problem.
That's not what this country is built on, Jason. Like you said.
No, it's not. Yes, socialism is the antithesis to the American dream. And I'm tired, and the left has jumped on this bandwagon. The American dream is dead. And that's such a lie. What's always fascinating to me is we always find the individuals who are going to speak and talk about what it supports. Hey, I was never able to be successful. I'm having to work hard. I haven't gotten there. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of problems in our country, but what they don't interview is the tens of millions of successful people from all walks of life, race, creed,
and
color,
what it took
gender,
to get there.
that have accomplished it, that have grinded and built a business and found success for their family. So instead of saying, hey, we should eliminate this and just go to this socialist route, which has never worked ever in history, why are we not reinvigorating the American dream? If the left is truly about the people, then why are we not looking at trying to bring this back and reinvigorating this? The idea of capitalism, the idea of getting people back. How do we help them to be successful? We need to
love.
Yeah, we need to work on the tools. I think some of the problems are the social welfare systems that are out there. We're seeing it in the veteran community. We have so many veterans. That's right. It is a victim mentality. And we're looking, if the government provides you resources to take care of you, it's human nature. Not everybody, but a lot of people, that's right. Hey, if I can live at the minimum level and it takes care of me, it's just human nature. We need to fight that and say, hey, wouldn't you rather be successful? Because we're going to give you programs to find that success.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.